Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys, it's way past 9 on the East Coast, but here we are live from the Suck Bang Blow. It's Myrtle Beach time. I'm your host, Chris Callen with Shop Talk, joined by Heather Callen, and we are coming to you live, not only from the Suck Bang Blow, but through the Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorney Studio. We're bringing you another episode of Shop Talk. It's going to be a little loud here tonight because the shit is hitting the fan, and when I say that, I don't say it lightly. Please welcome our very good friend Jack Shit, MC here this weekend. What's up, Jack?
Just happy to be here, Chris.
That's right, baby. I'll tell you what, like if you're looking for a wild ass time at a bike week, there is nothing like this property right here.
Dude, this is OG. This is OG. It's Disney World. I've been saying it all week. Like it really is. Like there should be like the Pirates ride at the end of this thing because it's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
So in addition to you guys getting to watch everything that's going on here, if you aren't able to make it down this week, we do have social media up and running. Heather's going to be keeping you guys informed on what's going on through that. What's up, Heather?
Hi, guys.
So we're also going to send Heather, much to her chagrin, out into the crowd. She's going to go to the famous Burnout Pit, and she's going to bring you guys some live video here.
Yea, though I enter the valley of death, I shall fear no evil.
The one person who doesn't like to talk to people gets stuck with that job. How does that happen?
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Y'all know I like my little bubble, and I like to stay in my little bubble, and you're going to send me out to the masses.
But they love talking to you. Yeah, I mean, even when we're on the show in the studio, people want to see more Heather, more Heather. You've become the physical embodiment of the cowbell.
She's our Oprah. She's our Oprah. More cowbell.
More cowbell.
I think it's the hair.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say.
Like, they don't care about anything I have to say or anything else. They like the hair.
It's the first chance they actually get to see it in real life, you know?
Right?
It's magical. I can assure you, if you've never seen hair, it is magical.
I think it needs its own zip code today.
And her hair was fantastic. And her hair was perfect. Isn't that how it? And her hair was perfect. So like I said, man, we're going to send Heather out into the crowd, but I want to welcome the guys that are already on. Rich Petoniak, Brian Nichols, Brendan Jackie DeGazio. Man, thank you guys for being here. I know this is craziness. We're going to do a number of these live shows throughout the year, but I'm actually going to ask Heather to head out into the crowd now before we get our first guest on here, and she's going to give you a little tour of what's going on here at the Suck Bang Blow.
All right, y'all be nice to me. Bear with me.
Go on, get out there. So,
and she's got her own security, too. Killer's back. Killer's back in town for security.
So, Jack, tell me, we just rolled into town this morning. Tell me what's been going on here before we got here this week.
I got to tell you, Chris, I mean, they're all joking around like Disney World and everything else, but you know what it really is? It's been nonstop. I don't really know the numbers. It's my first time here. But, whispers were last night. It might have been the biggest Wednesday in history. The people have been exceptional. There's nothing in the world like Southern hospitality. And when you come in here, they exude hospitality. Everybody's in a great mood. And, the one thing, too, like you go anyplace else in the country and it gets hot and sticky and people get cranky. It's just part of being down here. It's like, it's a sauna, the world's largest sauna. And it's been epic, dude. The quality of bikes has been off the chain. The bike show's got to be one of the best ever.
Dude, and that's the thing. If you guys are in the area at all, this is our first bike show in Myrtle Beach for Bike Week, and it's got to be 10 years, right? It's got to be 10 years since Cycle Source has done a show here. So come on down, man. We want to see those bikes. We got 30 classes. Trophies for everybody, mad amount of prizes, and we're looking to make this our new home in South Carolina, man. We're looking to really turn out here, so come out and support us and support the Suck Bang Blow.
Literally tattoo our names on the ass of this place. You know what I mean?
Right on. So, hey, listen, with that real quick, we're going to go live to our girl in the street. Let's bring up Heather and see how this goes. Heather, we're with you. Are you live?
I'm guessing you just said you're going to cut to me live. My audio is cutting in and out, so I hope y'all can bear with me a little bit.
We got you.
So, I just heard Jack. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've never been to Suck Bang Blow before. Actually, I've never been to Myrtle Beach Bike Week before, so this is the first time for me. This place is pretty bitchin', I have to say. There is stuff everywhere. There's people everywhere. everybody here has been outstanding, super friendly, very welcoming, and very helpful.
Well, take us around the property a little bit and show us what Suck Bang, for the other people that have never been here. Show us what Suck Bang Glow is all about.
All right, I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see this beautiful Spanish moss oak tree and the balcony above me. Can you all see that? It's just got a cool vibe. It reminds me very much of the Iron Horse in Daytona, which is one of my other favorite places. And I'm going to try not to run into anybody. Hopefully my camera person can help me out a little bit here. One of the things that you'll notice here, and I think in Myrtle Beach in general, is there's a little bit of every kind of bike for everybody. Turn this camera around, Amelia, so they can see this here. It's just not baggers. It's not sport bikes. It's very diverse. I love it.
Oh, and of course, you're over by the Twisted Tea tent.
Ready to talk, sir?
One of my favorite things, Chris, is the automatic built-in drug driving test. See the circular metal staircase that comes off the roof? If you can make it down the circular staircase, it's okay to get on your bike and ride out of here. If you fall down, you just knock yourself out and you wake up sober anyway.
So one of the cool things is that when you pull in, you actually have to ride through the property to go park your bike. So you kind of get a little tour on your way through. You get to see all the vendors. We've got patch vendors. Again, I'm trying not to kill anybody or myself along the way.
Well, and this Heather, Jack just reminded me that this is the original ride-through bike bar, and we want you to show everybody what this place is really about. Get up to that burnout pit, because that's Suck Bang Blow has become legendary for that burnout pit.
So, did I hear correctly? You say this is the original ride-through bar?
You got it.
Oh, so that's awesome. So they fashioned the old Spoke and Sturgis off of that. That's pretty badass.
What's even cooler, Heather, is that the burnouts were originally done inside the bar. So then they barred, obviously they thought the place would eventually burn down. So they rolled them outside, but then they came up with a law that says you cannot do burnouts outside. So they built the enclosure that you're about to walk up to that technically makes it indoor burnouts.
Nice. Unfortunately, the box is empty right now. Hopefully somebody will be in it in a little bit.
Heather, there's a guy there. His name is T-Bone. He should be standing right there. He's been there 21 years running the burnout contest, and he's a great guy.
And what does T-Bone look like?
He's short, stocky, handsome, strikingly. There he is right next to you. Stop. Back up. Turn around. Say, are you T-Bone?
You're more than welcome to talk to my mic.
That's T-Bone.
Yes, I am. How you doing? Who am I talking to? Facebook. What's up, Facebook?
We're
How
live.
For 20 years.
Yes, I have. Been here for a long time.
So why have you been at Suck Bang Glow for 20 years? What's so great about it?
I love it. I enjoy it. I love being the dirtiest guy on the property.
How many burnouts a week?
This week, I'm going to say we've had about 60 so far.
How many
But-
more do you think you'll get?
At least another 60. The next 2 days are always crazy. It's chaos.
What's your favorite? What's your best burnout story?
It's always Blind Bob. He's our dude. He comes out here. You got to come out and see Blind Bob. He's got his own story.
Oh God, Blind Bob is
cool
the
guy.
best. He is the best. Well, tell people why they should come to Suck Bang Glow.
It's Suck Bang Glow. It's where the party's at. No longer Myrtle Beach Bike Week. It's Myrtle's Inlet Bike Week. We've been doing it here at
That's
Suck Bang
right.
Glow since
That's right.
1996.
I know. Thank you.
Hey Heather, so
20 years at Myrtle Beach Bike Week.
when you vacated your spot, Billy Grotto sat in.
Burnout pit is still wide open. If you want to jump inside and raise some hell, right now is your chance to do it. It is the best photo booth anywhere on the.
Billy Grotto right now. I'm going to shut Heather off just for 1 second. Billy's live in the studio. Billy from Twisted Tea, what's up, baby?
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
So the unofficial crown king and mayor of fun in Myrtle Beach and all bike weeks. I mean, this man gets to hang out with hot chicks, cool motorcycles, and
Tank the dog.
and tank the dog.
Well, wait a minute. Don't tell Beaner that. I think we owe him money because we referred to someone else as the mayor of fun. Doesn't he have that copyrighted?
I'm sure he'll just start a GoFundMe and go from fill it back up. So don't worry about it, Bill.
So, hey, can I tell a really quick, fun burnout pit story?
Yeah,
here?
go ahead.
So I was at Suck Bang Blow, and this, I don't know, was probably a couple years ago, and there was this guy, his name was Russ, and I saw him during the day. We were handing out tea samples, and the guy, like, fell in love with Twisted Tea, and then out of nowhere, he just starts buying Twisted Tea for people and handing them out, like, on his own accord. You know, I didn't ask him to do it. I was like, hey, that's great. So later on that night, I see the guy, and he's completely gooned up. I mean, he'd been drinking tea all day. He was out of his mind, right? And I see him, I didn't think much of it. Then I see this massive plume of smoke coming out of the burnout pit, and everybody's over there, like, looking to see what's going on. So I look over there, and who is it? It's Russ from Street Scum Customs, right? So I couldn't believe the burnout this guy's doing, and I forgot to mention, he's about 5'4", this tiny little guy. And then, but then, after he blows the tire, roasts the tire, he goes over to a guy's lift, and he proceeds to take the tire off himself without a tire machine. So he breaks the bead, old school, with a pair of screwdrivers. He puts the new tire on his bike, and instead of leaving, where do you think he went?
Straight to the pit.
Straight to the burnout pit. That's correct.
Fueled by Twisted Tea.
Brought to you by Twisted Tea.
It's the Twisted Tea dragster.
But we won't buy your tire.
So listen, man, all of you guys that are tuning in on social media right now, we really appreciate it. We'll try to keep up with the comments as we go. I see already, just from a quick perusal real fast, that Brian Nichols said, see you soon in Laconia getting our bikes ready. My shovelhead will be there Tuesday for the dirt drags, and Becky L. Nichols and I will have both our bikes there for your show Thursday. Thank you so much, man. Laconia is another one of these events that we're super proud to be involved with, and that's kind of what we're looking to do down here too, man, is like have our home in South Carolina, so you know we can concentrate on some of the best, oldest rallies in the country and just do this stuff and kill it.
Talk about having a monkey on your back. Look over your shoulder. It's a monkey on my back.
Right? So listen, real special thanks to everybody here, man. Like, these are the greatest people in the world, because we had a piece of equipment fail. That's why we're a little late tonight. We've been having a pretty good track record with staying on time, believe it or not. And tonight, our headphone splitter goes out like 15 minutes before showtime. One of the owners of the property gets on a motorcycle and hauls ass out to Best Buy so that we can do this show. So when I say best people in the world, not only are they concerned with my ears, they're concerned with Jack's balls.
Well, yeah, that's the beauty. My ass-cracking balls, and you know, they're legendary. Not my balls, the owners. But here's the crazy part, Chris. You really, I mean, how amazing these guys are. So, you know better than anybody. We don't eat. We don't get to eat. So it's a miracle if by some chance you get something better than like shit on a stick, you know? So just as we asked him to do this big, beautiful, incredible bag of Outback and steaks and all this stuff shows up, and it's his time to eat. And instead of eating, he literally left the food, jumped on his bike, ran back to Best Buy, came back here, and gave me his dinner. I mean, where else in the world is anybody going to treat you like that?
Absolutely. So, Billy, what all do you guys have going on this week for Twisted Tea?
Well, first, let me ask you the question. Where should I be looking?
Look to the future, baby. Look to the future.
This
Look
camera.
at this camera? All right,
Yep.
cool. Hey, how you doing?
Look to the future.
I look into the future, and I see lots of Twisted Tea being drank by a lot of people. So we're here in Myrtle. It's one of my favorite, and I'm just so thrilled to have people here that I know and love. And, you know, Chris and Jack are absolutely 100% correct. The best people, the most beautiful people, the most helpful people are the staff here at Suck Bang Blow.
And, dude, how about over your shoulder right now? Look behind you on the screen. Brother Steve. Legend is over your right
Brother
shoulder.
Steve, the legend.
Oh.
See, that's the thing about Suck Bang, is that when you look somewhere, there's a legend. So there was a guy I met here before, and he was an unassuming guy. He was like a super nice guy. Guess who he was? He was the owner of the Iron Horse Saloon.
Right.
And it was just like, you know, you're just talking to the guy. So it's just this place is so rich and steeped in motorcycle culture, and we're just happy to be here with our friends. And
Well,
I guess the biggest thing this week, just real quick, is you know, we got the T Cycle Source
There you
sweepstakes
go.
bike is here.
Yeah, buddy. Praise the Lord is on hand for you to come and check out and get signed up to win that thing, because I'm telling you what, I haven't heard in the 3 years we've done this program, I haven't heard as many people say that they're winning that motorcycle.
In the paint, everybody has lost their mind over the paint job. It's absolutely incredible. Look for this bike to show up at a rally near you. And they were crazy enough. Chris was, the keys are in it, man, just take it. I said, yeah, so Billy can shoot me running down the road. But really, you get up there close, you look at that paint, and it's just off the chain, man. It's so amazing. You guys knocked it out of the park. I hope you get to build 10 more.
That was all Casey.
Spectacular. The bike is just amazing. And 3 bikes, 3 completely different styles. You know, where do you go next? What's the next Twisted Tea bike going to be?
I don't know. It's going to be hard. Well, you know, we thought it was after we did the chopper, it was like, then what are we going to do? We did tracker. And then after the tracker, we're like, oh my God, what are we going to do now? And then we did the lowrider. And, you know, I don't know what the next bike is going to be, but I could tell you it's going to kick ass. I mean, it's going to be off the charts.
The biggest reason for that, man, was not to like test the diversity of the crew that we have together doing these things. The biggest reason was that's an example of the people that are out here. Every year that we built one of those bikes, it was a different style and it appealed to another part of this crowd because you have those guys all out here, you know what I mean? And we're watching them ride in on bikes like that. And when we're going to participate in something like this and give back to that community, we're going to give back like every one of those ways. We're going to make a bike for the chopper guys, for the tracker guys, for the lowrider guys. We're going to do that. You know?
And, you know, it's a little more than just buying a bike off the showroom floor and putting a sticker on it. You know, that's like anybody could do that. You know, that's called playing to the cheap seats. And we've never played to the cheap seats because we're authentic and we're real and we're going to do stuff that's really cool. And people are going to want to ride. And they're not going to want to change it. You know, how many times have you seen a sweepstakes bike where the guy gets it and the next thing you know, everything's completely changed and completely different? Like, I can honestly tell you that the Twisted Tea bikes that we've done together with Cycle Source, none of them have been changed because they're so cool as they sit.
It's so funny that you said that because earlier when we were by the bike, there was a whole bunch of guys sitting at the bar. They're all talking about the bike, and I laughed. I said, you know, I guess if you win it, you can paint it, but nobody else has ever touched the paint before. The bikes are so cool, you know. Well, I guess I should. You know, they say if you have nothing nice to say nothing at all. So I'm just going to shut up. But nobody's ever touched one of them. They're all original, OG, authentic as they came out of the shop. And to see them going down the road, what's it feel like when you go to an event and all of a sudden there's the Twisted Tea bike you guys built, come rolling in with a couple on it, with a big giant smile? Where's the payoff is right there.
Totally.
Well, I'll tell you the biggest thing, man. We've been hearing from the guy that won the tracker. We've been hearing from him every week. He's been riding the hell out of that thing, and he loved it. He says it's stupid fast. And so listen, Bill, where can everybody sign up for that? They just go to twistedtea.com.
Yeah, so you can go to twistedtea.com, or you go to cyclesource.com, of course, and then you fish around in there and you find it. It's right there on the homepage. Or the other way to do it is you can text T-Bike, all one word, to Jack. What's the number again? I want to hang myself.
You're a demon. You're a demon. I almost got it tattooed in Daytona on the side of my neck, backwards.
I want to kill myself right now. I have there's so many posters around this property that say the number to text to win, but
none of us know it.
Exactly. But just go to twistedtea.com or cyclesource.com, and while you're entering, make sure you're drinking a Twisted Tea, and everything's going to be good.
And it's so much easier. I mean, it was a great idea with the why I should win the bike videos. That was a lot of fun. But, you know, for people in the world that spend 24 hours a day with their phone facing this way, taking a bajillion selfies, cameras, taking selfies while they're driving, it was hard to get people to actually make videos of why they want a free motorcycle. So we made it even easier now. You know, just don't text while you're driving. And, right?
And definitely not while you're riding.
Wow. Yeah, that's an art.
No,
that's
don't
an art.
do that.
All right, so listen, we're going to send Billy out in the crowd with Heather, our girl on the property. We're going to go over to Heather right now and send you guys live out on the Suck
Here I
Bang
go.
Blow property.
Wish me luck.
To our journalist in the street. Go get it, Bill.
So,
Go get it, Bill.
I heard from a few people on property that there's a legend in the house. Mr. Billy, the original founder of the Iron Fist. Heather.
How are you, Heather? Nice to meet you.
Thank you for staying and hanging out with us. You know Colorado?
I do know. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
So somebody told me you are one of the original founders of the Iron Fist.
40 years ago, my wife Sally and I started the Iron Horse in Daytona Beach, Florida. 40 years ago.
40 years ago. How did you do that? Like, what made you think I'm gonna build this?
Well, I was a school teacher in Boston, Massachusetts.
Right on up from Boston.
All right,
Norwood.
Norwood. So we came down here for Bike Week one year, and we went to this little place called the Boot Hill Saloon, and we stood in line for an hour waiting for our warm beer, and when we complained, they said, "You don't want the beer? Get out of line." So we got our warm beer, and then we went over to the T-shirt counter, and we waited another hour for our T-shirt, and they said, I asked them what was on the back of the T-shirt, and they said, if you don't want the T-shirt, get out of line. There's plenty of beef. So we left here, we left Daytona Beach thinking, I could do this, and I could be a lot nicer, and I could draw a good crowd. And I had 4 little kids. My wife didn't drink. She didn't do much with motorcycles. And I quit my job in Boston. We moved down here. We started the Iron Horse Saloon, and the rest is history. I'll be right back.
Sorry, they put me on the spot with this. I'm usually behind the desk. What's your favorite thing about it?
About Bike Week, the camaraderie. All the great people like that guy you were talking to earlier over there, Brother Speed. He was one of my very first customers 40 years ago.
Amazing. I've known Brother Speed for about 12 years now because he worked for me out in Sturgis one year. And man, he's been my brother ever since.
He's a great guy.
He is, and the stories he has, you must have some amazing stories too.
You know, in 40 years, there's probably a couple of pretty good ones.
What's your favorite story?
My goodness gracious. David Allen Coe is my partner. And when I bought the Iron Horse Saloon, he came down here and said, you know, he said, I'll play here. I'll play for the Iron Horse Saloon. And he has played for me every single year at Bike Week and Biketoberfest for 40 years. Wow. He still plays there.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
The stories go on forever. It really has been an interesting life.
Are you going to write a book?
You know, I'm working on a reality television program right now with the founders of Backyard Oil and a bunch of those programs. So we're working on it. I don't know about a book deal, but the reality program's looking pretty good. We've been working on it for 2 years.
Right on, right on. So what's the one thing you would tell people to do when they come here?
I would tell them to just go to all the places that are very popular because it's more fun than people should be allowed to have. The people that are afraid of these people have no idea what it's like. And when they come for the first time and they see the camaraderie and all of the great friendships that everybody shares with each other, they go away with an entirely different point of view.
What's the one thing you would tell people not to do when they come here?
Disobey the law. The law is here to protect and serve, and if you're behaving, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, having a great time, they're not going to bother you, but they will get you if you get out of hand.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I hope we see you again, and actually maybe we can do a long-form interview with you sometime.
Okay, anytime, I'd be glad to, and it's great to see you guys, and welcome to the Suck Bang Blow.
Thank you so
and more
much.
Fun than people should be allowed to have.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Thank you very much.
Take
I
care,
hope so.
So, a living legend, founder of the Iron Horse. You can't beat that right here at Suck Bang Blow, 80 years.
That's so cool, man. So cool. Listen, at the same time you were doing that interview, I actually got somebody to come over and sit down with us. This is Bill Barber. Bill, tell everybody about yourself a little bit. I met you earlier this afternoon on the property, but I had already heard so much about you.
Well, I started hanging out at Suck Bang Blow when Jimmy Motley opened it in 1996, and just was a hang around for a while and started helping in the early 2000s, just cleaning up and doing whatever, just hanging out. And in 2010, I became the events coordinator here at Suck Bang Blow, and then eventually worked into general manager and did that for 8 years almost, and stepped back for a while and became the events coordinator again. Been working all the rallies since I started, and enjoyed seeing all the people and hanging out and becoming friends with a couple thousand people, and it's just great. Suck Bang Blow is a unique place, none like I've ever seen before, especially the camaraderie and the friendship that you acquire with all of the customers and the staff. And the staff here at Suck Bang Blow is second to none. They're absolutely incredible. And we always changing people and adding people and growing, and this place is just amazing.
No, I feel like you're being a little modest, because a lot of the people that I talk to on property credit you for being the real passion behind this place. Like, you know, they talk about the stuff that you do and the way that you treat everybody that you run into here, and they really give you a lot of credit for the personality that this place has developed over the years.
Well, I think I might have added a little something to it, but Jimmy Motley is really the face of Suck Bang Blow. He was the founder with Steve Jackson, and he's really the face of Suck Bang Blow. But I came in and added maybe a little something. I don't know, but I'm a people person, so I like to, you know, socialize and hang out with people. And we go on a lot of rides together. Go to the Smokeout up in Rockingham with Edge and some other events, the Easy Rider Show and all that. And I don't know, just I'm a friendly guy, I guess, with the people as I get to know them, and I like to, you know, shake the babies and hug the ladies and all that. And it's that kind of atmosphere here, and it was perfectly made for me. I mean, I've done a lot of things to create events to kind of get people in here during the off rally months, and rally to me is, I don't know, it's the great rally is what it's all about. And this was just a rally bar before I came on, and I started creating events and, you know, making things happen and more through the year. But I live for rally, I really do. I can't see myself not being involved in the rallies at Suck Bang Blow. It's the energy and the vibe from everybody is so positive that it makes it fun to work an 18-hour day. It really does. It's more about the place than it is about anything else. It's just everybody comes here, and I welcome them home when they come in, because this is home for a lot of people.
You know, and I've heard that a lot from your people here, how, you know, this is the extended family. You know, that like when someone new shows up, you guys are more apt to welcome them to the family than to the, you know, to as the employment here.
That's right. That's right. We've hired and fired the same people probably a dozen times. It's like you fire them and then you bring them back because they are family. It's kind of a weird situation. Never seen anything like it in any kind of business that I've ever been involved in. But it's crazy here, but it's also, I tell you, the best explanation is like you're going to war with somebody, you know. And when you come out of the war, it's a bond that you carry for the rest of your life. And if you lose one of them, somebody passes away, it breaks your heart, and you keep on rolling. But PC is gone, and all of the staff that's ever worked here, when they come back in, it's no matter what happened, you know, why they got fired or whatever, you're still family, and there's no hard feelings. It's all just Suck Bang Blow mentality.
Well, I want to thank you from everybody from Cycle Source for you guys extending the invitation for us to come down to do the bike show tomorrow. Like we've been wanting to get back here, and to be on this property doing this is incredible for us. So I can't thank you enough for that.
Well, we're so pleased. We're so pleased that Cycle Source is here. Great magazine. We've enjoyed reading it over the years, and it's grown so well. We're very pleased to have you guys here. I'm actually very excited about the bike show tomorrow, and extremely happy that you guys came here on site and can help partner with us to make Suck Bang Blow even better and Cycle Source even better.
Hey, and listen, if you guys haven't been to Myrtle Beach in a while, this spot right here, I don't know what it's like out in the streets. This place is no joke. Like, we're in the middle of conversations with people, and we have to stop because there goes a cool, like, old David Mann panhead. And, you know, earlier today, you and I watched a sick little Evo chopper go through the crowd, and, like, with a Super Glide tank on it, of all things. You know, so like the amount of custom bikes, everything from like super big baggers, you know, down to the vintage stuff that's like period correct and perfect. There's a lot of really good bikes around here this week.
There really is, and you know, the two wheels is two wheels. I don't care if it's a mini bike. You know, it's Suck Bang Blow and two wheels. We don't frown on people that ride anything. even a three-wheeler, we're happy to have them in here. But two wheels is two wheels, and we welcome them all in. I like looking at the bikes as much as the girls, of course. But the bikes to me is like when I went bike came in and we were like, wow, look at that thing. You know, it's just, you know, somebody's mentality to create something like that is, you know, fascinating, and we enjoy it all. We get all kinds here. What I like about what's going on with Bike Week right now is over the years it's started coming back. We lost Bike Week almost completely in 2008 when Myrtle Beach did their helmet law, but it was stagnant for a little while, and we got it coming back, and it's grown. What I like is I'm starting to see the younger folks now coming in and enjoying the scene, enjoying the music, and riding their motorcycles. I was afraid everybody was going to die off because I lost a lot of my older friends. And now I see the younger group finally coming in and riding and enjoying all that we got to offer. And I'm sure the economy has something to do with it because people finally have some spending money. But the younger crowd is what's going to keep this thing alive and keep all of our, you know, like Second Bank Blow and Broken Spoke and Smokes and Bones, all that stuff is going. We need the younger people to step up and come in here, and it looks like that's what's happening because this week I've seen more younger folks than I've ever seen out at a rally, and that's a definite positive. That's the only way we can keep growing.
Well, Bill, I'm glad you brought that up because you and I had a quick conversation this afternoon about this, and literally this property and this thing has been based in freedom. Guys coming back from war that didn't want to fall in line with the straights and wanted to live their own way and racy and do their thing. War after war, generation after generation, but it seems like in this last change of generation, the motorcycle industry kind of watered all that down a little bit, and that's not what happens here at Suck Bang Blow. Like, this is wide ass open, so seeing the diversity of the crowd and the young guys and people who are showing up to raise hell for a week, because let's face it, we all go to work, we do the things that we have to do. We have to fix the water pump on the car, we have to deal with the bullshit from the kids and the boss and everything else. Getting to come here and just let loose for a little bit, that's what people are looking for, man, and you guys are giving them a spot to do that.
Yep.
A lot of other rallies lost their way.
Our Burnout Pit is a huge hit. I mean, everybody likes that. Of course, the music that we provide with all the great bands, and we've got the best of the best playing here. And, people come here and they're like, wow. I mean, we've had the best time of our lives here. And we welcome them back, and they come back and they go, you remember me from last rally? I go, sure I do. You had a good time. And they go, yeah, we come back for more. So Suck Bang Blow is a different animal. I don't know how to explain it better than that.
It's an institution, but that's what I love most about it too. I'm from the generation that used to go to Sturgis to see the Broken Spoke, used to go to Daytona to see the Iron Horse, because each one of those things had a personality and it was built around those people in that location. And I love that you guys are holding on to that. I love that when you come here, this is not going to be a homogenized version of another rally bar. You know what I mean?
Yep, I absolutely do. And you mentioned the Broken Spoke. When Suck Bang Blow first opened and I was riding in here and hanging out, this was my place to go on a regular basis. But Jay Allen had the Broken Spoke up in Garden City for quite a few years. During rally, that's where I hung out because Jay put on such a great show and had so many different things going on. And Jay is probably the greatest promoter,
absolutely.
The greatest bike bar owner. He's the real deal, all the way to Bonneville Flats and everything else. There's nobody like him. To me, he's the leader of the pack. And I hung out with him, and I got to know him. That's where I hung out. I'd come over to Suck Bang Blow once in a while, party, listen to some bands, but it was different than the Suck Bang Blow that's now. Yeah. And I learned a lot from Jay and from the motorcycle games and just the way he put himself out there, and he reached out to the people. You thought you were talking to a normal, regular biker dude when you talked to him and you were hanging around with him. He's a very special individual. Yep. And I learned a lot. And then when I got the opportunity to actually run Suck Bang Blow, I used a lot of that information and that knowledge that he had told me about and taught me. And I think I got to give credit to Jay Allen more than anybody as far as
absolutely
how I kind of tried to change Suck Bang Blow. Of course, Jimmy Motley the founder, was right by my side, telling me when I was fucking up or telling me when I was doing good and helped guide me. But the Jay Allen is the man. I can't say anything more about him other than he's the man. You know?
Right on, man. Well, listen, thank you so much for sitting down with us. You guys can watch. We're going to be doing live videos all week from here. We're going to be bringing you everything that we can live on the scene. And I think I'm going to go live right now out into the crowd. We're going to go back with, this time, it's not Heather, it's Bill Grotto live on the property.
I'm getting. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Where are you from? My name's Casey Campbell. How you doing, brother? Casey Campbell. Call me Casey Campbell. Better known as Superman, selling grams to my fans. Here I go again. Got my man to the right. Motherfuckers want to stay psych. Get on my bike. Suck my dick.
I love this guy. This is the kind of people you see in Myrtle Beach, man. When you're a professional wrestler, I love this guy. What's going on, South Talk, everybody? This is Billy from Twisted Tea, and we're just here. As you can see, we're in Myrtle Beach, and you get all the crazy people. We're going to walk through the crowd, and we're going to see some more crazy people. But before we do that, I saw this bitchin' shovelhead. Killer, get a good shot of this thing, man. Check this out. This thing is bad to the bone. I mean,
oh, dude, that's classy.
I like my bikes a little ratty, but I mean, this thing is bad to the bone. I mean, it's as clean as they get. I want to know where the owner is. I don't see him, because if he did, he'd be over here bragging about it. So hey, let's go over here. I want to talk to one of the rally bartenders so we can kind of feel what their feelings are on this rally, because I think it's pretty busy. Come on, let's go.
So hey, yeah, we're working on a sound. Like I said, man,
oh, wait a minute.
This is a crazy atmosphere because we're dealing with so many different mics. But Bill, you got Phil there. What's up, Phil?
Yeah, you know, I said we're gonna find a hot rally bartender, but instead we're on Fat Phil. Fat Phil, what's your name? Where are you from? Tell everybody how long you've been doing this. 'Cause it's forever.
On and off 30 years. Campground, bike rallies, bars, doesn't matter. We just make it happen and we get it done.
Phil's being modest. Phil's done everything from like clean the tables and throw the garbage out to like fix the stereo systems and everything in between. Run the crews. What brings you back? I mean, this is not easy to do.
Insanity.
Insanity, he said.
I just have to jump in real quick. I've known Phil for a long time now. He is the man. If you need it done, see Phil.
Appreciate it.
Amen.
See Phil. He fixes everything. He's amazing.
We make it.
And all you have to do is give him a free t-shirt. I love this guy. All right, thanks, man. All right, we're going to go talk to Emily, see what's going on at the bar. Come on.
So while Billy's taking you down there, I'm going to remind you guys that we're live on social media. All of your comments are coming in through Facebook. To the one guy that said I look like I'm stoned, I've actually been up for 48 hours now, so I do feel a little stoned. But I fit right in here. It's all good.
All right, we ready?
Yep. You're good.
All right, we're good. All right, hey, hang on. I want to try and get Emily's attention over here. I know she's digging deep, making drinks over here. Hang on a second. All right, hang on. Her voice, she's got her rally voice on. So, what's your name? Where are you from?
Miss Emily, and I come from Montana.
Whoa, she's from Montana. All right, so clearly she's busy, which means this is a busy rally. So how long have you been a rally bartender, and what keeps you coming back?
6 years, and all the beautiful but sweaty bikers.
All right, so let me ask you last question. What's your favorite rally and why?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's a really, really tough one because Sturgis has my heart and soul as my first rally, my favorite rally. But this rally is super kick-ass. We have a lot of fun at this rally in Myrtle Beach.
And I couldn't agree with her more. So we're going to let her get back to slinging some Twisted Tea. Thanks, Em. All right, we're going to try to talk to a couple of rally people. We're going to talk to, I know some people over here, and we're going to ask them what they think of this rally. Come on, let's go over here. Come on, Killer.
Billy, while you're talking, keep the mic a little bit further away from your face. You're overdriving it. People are saying it's breaking up.
All right, well, the people on the internet, I apologize. Right now, I'm gonna.
Did he say that people can kiss my ass?
No, because then I'd have a bunch of people trolling me. So I want to be nice to the internet. Hang on, I want to introduce you guys to a rally legend, Mike, and we're going to talk to Mike about what his favorite rally is and why. Mike, tell everybody where you're from and what your favorite rally is.
I'm from Williamsburg, Virginia. Probably my favorite rally is going to be Daytona, but Myrtle Beach is great, and Billy here makes it awesome.
Oh, that looks like it was a staged interview.
Make the check payable to Mike Smith at.
That's what I was gonna say. Hey Billy, $20 is $20.
All right, where's your wonderful wife, Kelly? Oh, Kelly's in the restroom. All right, we got one more group of people that we're going to talk to, and these are some beer people, and we're going to find out from them what they think of this rally.
Is that beer people versus tea people?
Yeah, ready? I want to get my man Kelly Lewis
versus tea people
on the microphone. Kelly Lewis has been selling beer in South Carolina since Prohibition. So Kelly, tell everybody what your name is, where you're from, and why you think this Myrtle Beach Bike Week is one of the best.
Kelly Lewis, originally from Charleston, South Carolina, now live in Myrtle Beach, and this is the best bike week I've been involved with in 11 years, and we appreciate everybody coming out and supporting all our brands. Budweiser, Twisted Tea, all the brands we represent, we appreciate y'all doing it.
So this is the 80th Myrtle Beach Bike Week, and Kelly was here for the first one. So,
that's a nut shot.
I was Billy Grando's apprentice. He was there before we got there.
No, seriously. So, like, you've seen the Bike Week come and go up and down with the helmet law, and when the cops cracked down and tried to break it all up.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, so
I guess the cops broke it all up.
The craziness got the best of them. But listen, I got Jack's shit back.
Jack's back. Jack's back with a little blooming onion in his belly. So Jack's feeling sexy. I'm feeling good, feeling all right.
And not only do I have Jack
there
back,
it is.
Look.
There's the legend. Edge has even got his own camera.
He does. So in studio with us here at the Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorney Studio, live from the Suck Bang Blow, it's Edge from the Smokeout, the infamous.
No headphones.
Okay, keep talking.
So what we got going on here, I will tell you, is chaos, it is mayhem, it is madness, it is amazing. This is the very first time I ever had the opportunity to come to Myrtle Beach, which is crazy. You know, every year we went, packed up and ran down to Daytona and just went right on by. Just you know, you think of the big ones, Sturgis, Daytona, Laconia. I had no idea that this event was this epic. And not only is it the first time that I got to come down here to see the event, but it's also the first time I got down here to host the event. And this place is literally off the chain, like the expression that gets tossed out. Oh, it's off the chain, but I never seen anything like this, Chris.
And listen, I have to apologize to everybody because you guys that see us in the studio normally, you know I really have my shit together about switching the screens and everything that's going on. It's nuts, man. Like, we set this up in, what, an hour and a half? Set the
I was just going
up.
to say, you built a television and a radio studio in an hour and 41 minutes, and you're going to say you're sorry because it's bumpy?
But real quick on social media, Brian Nichols says, is Heather drinking Dunkin' this late? We're all drinking Dunkin' this late because, like I said, baby, 48 hours we've been up straight getting here and getting set up. And when you arrive on the scene at Suck Bang Blow, there's no time to, like, shift into low gear for a minute. You hit the property, it's full on. Everybody here's busting their asses, having a good time, making sure you guys are having a good time, so there's no slowing down.
Well, you know what, like you do these things long enough, and there's certain stuff you love, there's certain stuff that makes you lose your mind. And one of my pet peeves, and I've asked every venue, every event, every place I've ever worked, do me one favor. Alternate, even if by 10 minutes, 15 minutes, the starting times on each stage, and then we can hit every stage and take care of it. This is the only venue I've ever worked where they literally alternate every single stage by 1 hour. So at any given time, there is a live band on every single stage, and when we're swapping one, we just rotate the crowd right over to the next amazing band. Right now, the band that's coming on inside the bar, I probably just missed bringing them up, but every rally there's a band that people go crazy over. The band's called Dirty Grass soul, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, right on. And we were trying to bring you guys, I know it came in from social media, we were trying to bring you guys a quick interview with Jasmine Kane, but she was in and out of here like a flash. That is a busy, busy lady. So,
she's still pushing gear up the hill.
Yeah. And as soon as we get a chance to sit down with her, but like I said, for now, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the person that started, drives, propels, makes everything that the Smokeout is, Mr. Edge. What's going on?
Man, after an introduction like that, I'm like,
where do you go from there?
Yeah, I gotta just over the introduction, I gotta tell all my friends, come watch this shit.
Thank you. Good night.
I'm out.
Drop the mic.
So this is a big year for the Smokeout.
Man, it's their 20th anniversary, and it's going to be the last one that I run completely. You know, I'll come back and watch what they do, like with those people at the park when someone's and they're playing chess and they stand over their shoulder when they're about to touch a piece and go, "Ooh, I don't know if I do that." So that's going to be my job after this year. So
I got to tell you, this breaks my heart, man, because I'm going to go back in time here a little bit with you guys. Smokeout number 2. I remember Edge standing at the side of the entrance to the little fairgrounds on the reservation with orange construction spray painting smoke out on a giant piece of plywood, right, with an arrow in. You know what I mean? And then to see like everything that happened the whole way through the heyday of Salisbury, and you know, moving to the Rock, like the Rockingham Dragway, and like it just becoming this giant movement of our culture. But every time I come to it, I see you and I see that sign, and I'm just like, dude, it's so badass that that's exactly how this started, you know?
Man, I really appreciate that. First of all, I do truly believe we're running the best event that we've ever run now, but I do some things well, and I do some things that I wish I could do better. And one of those, or a couple of those, I'm not on the circuit, so I'm not seeing the vendors every day like you do, Chris. And I don't do social media well like you do. And that's why I think the future of the Smokeout could be Chris and Heather Kellen.
Oh my God!
Ooh, you heard it here first. The bomb has been dropped.
You're hot for my wife, aren't you, son of a bitch?
Hair.
You're trying to get me divorced so that you got an open shot. It's that blonde hair. I see what's up. Hey,
she's not mic'd up.
Look
so
at him. Look at him. Look
He's
at him.
looking up at her now. He's blushing. He's blushing.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now.
The hair is magnificent.
Hey, Athena is on social media and she says hello. A lot of people here support for Smokeout. John Bugkillers Baker talking about Smokeout in Arizona.
Oh, the Smokeout West. Remember oh my
dude.
God. And then the long road. I'll tell you what, you know, like you said, you had your ultimate memory rolling into Smokeout. I did the long road at cross country, and I pulled in the Rockingham. I'd never been there. I didn't know where the hell to go, what the hell to do, what I was about to see. And I come around the corner, and I'm frazzled, you know. And there I see a camp set up, and they've got a giant blow-up Uncle Sam. And the Uncle Sam is wearing an I Know Jack shit shirt. And I said, all right, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. It was Harold Grissom. Harold Grissom.
Yep.
Got a big giant Uncle Sam with a Jack shit shirt. I said, I think we'll just be fine.
I remember that ride. We rode from Arizona to
New Mexico, and then from New Mexico through. I got my first 115-mile-an-hour speeding ticket on that one.
Absolutely. We a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, of that trip, even though the motorcycles were great, one of my fondest memories of that trip, I don't know if you were there, we're in Arkansas. Everybody gets off the bikes, and they're wading around in this river, and this snake starts coming across. Well, my daughter is in the river. All these huge guys are running out of the water screaming. She stays in there, splashes a little water on it so it goes the other way, and she's like, you candy asses.
Yeah, it's funny, too, because Arkansas, I always pictured, like, you know, I watched the HBO special, The Crips in the Blood, from Little Rock. I thought all of Arkansas was like that. And when we came out of that campground, that was where they held the World Nude Olympics, right, at that campground?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, so I was always, as always, the last person to leave anywhere, you know? So I go riding out, and I'm on my buddy's borrowed bagger. And when we came in there to that campground, if you remember going down off the side of the highway, they had horses and cattle. It was just it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. So as I'm riding out late, of course, I could see this animal on the road, but it was all twisties. So you could see for a second, then you didn't. Then you saw for a second, you didn't. But you got closer and closer. And as I'm riding, I'm thinking, that ain't a horse. Like, what the hell is that? And as I got closer, then I realized it stood straight up in front of me. It was Mama Bear. In the middle of the road with her babies coming off the side of the road, and all I could picture is this thing just throwing a right hook as I went by. But it was one of the most beautiful places I'd ever seen in my life, and I had no idea. And all the time I think I'd love to go back just to ride the state.
That'll put the shit in Jack's shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Geez, what is that? Is that a dog? No, look, it looks too big. It must be a Rottweiler. No.
So, Gina Woods is in the house with us tonight. Thanks for being on with us, Gina. Rebecca Cunningham, Bob Long. Edge, tell us for this momentous smokeout. What's the deal? How are you got to go out on top. You got to pull a George from Seinfeld and go out on a high note.
Man, and we are. I tell you, if ever there's been, any time you do anything this long, there's high notes and there's low notes, and man, I tell you, there's been a couple tough times, and people have just come out of the woodwork and just said, hey, I will be there till the death. I appreciate this. And it's just like, holy cow, these people are unbelievable. Billy Lane's coming back, Bill Dodge, Jeff Cochran, Bab Kevin.
Wow.
I mean, if you, George the Painter, Excess Speed, Brew Dude,
Chris Callan.
Chris.
Heather's hair.
Heather's hair will be there.
Guest appearance.
Man, it's just been the most heartwarming, overwhelming show of support that I've ever had with the Smokeout, and the band lineup is killer. We got burnout just all kinds of new contests. We got a drag racing school. We never had a drag racing school, and that's free. You can just go through a class and then learn the ins and outs if you want to run. So we'll run the timer lights just for a little while, and then we'll go back to where a topless girl drops a handkerchief and you take off. But
who'd want to see that? That's awful. I was right up to go into the event until he mentioned that, and then I just said no.
Listen, rather that than a handkerchiefless girl drops her top. Well, that could work out too.
Either way,
equally as impressive.
Listen, I have one special announcement for you guys. Don't go anywhere. Yo. So guess who else is here as our special guest? Look, it's Killer.
She's back.
Killer's back from college. And she's on site with us, working the booth and helping mom and dad.
It's just nice to see after all this time at college, her shitty attitude hasn't changed at all.
I have officially become a dad now because I managed to embarrass my daughter in a big way. I'm pretty happy about this. I feel like I'm a success.
And pay for college. There's the bonus of that. Don't forget that. Hey, Edge, I got a question for you. With all these years, man, it's crazy how people always tattoo bar and shield and these things on their body. Have you seen a lot of smoke out tattoos? I mean, have people done the logo?
Not as many. I more than a tattoo, the most impressive. So this guy comes up to me, and he's like, Edge, you got a minute? And you're always running around like crazy during the event. So I stop, and he goes, I know you're busy, but I just want you to see this. He reaches up, he pops out his eyeball.
Oh, Jesus.
And his cornea says Smokeout.
No.
Oh, my God.
I was like, dude, this is freaking awesome.
Can I keep your eye? I'm going to need to keep your eyeball as a souvenir.
Come over and let me give you a free T-shirt because this is freaking awesome.
The most loyal person I've ever seen. You get 5% off on your next shirt.
Anybody can get a tattoo, but a retina, now that's...
Wow.
Or whatever that is.
Listen, I got to tell you, my best memories of Smokeout, and these were probably some of your most harrowing times as well, and I have sympathy on you as an event promoter these many years later that I've become one myself. Back then, I was like, so what? This is what we're doing. It was Salisbury Smokeouts with everything that happened with the Lords of Mayhem trailer down on that property. And then right up the hill at the Holiday Inn, we would get, on top of burnouts and crazy shit and everything, we'd get a line of 6 or 8 office chairs. You know how each one of the hotel rooms has a little office chair?
Yeah.
We'd get one guy on a motorcycle with a tow rope and 6 or 8 of us behind him going so fast that the wheels would come off those things. And then, like I said, this is going to lead into Edge saying, yeah, you guys fucked up a lot of stuff for me and got us in trouble with the hotel and but man.
No, that's just good fun because I can afford 6 office chairs. But I'll tell you a chair story. You want a chair story? Okay. So early in the smokeouts, it was all about, I mean, it still is, but it's about riding, not trailering. We used to build this big wooden trailer prior to the EPA getting really upset, and it would have a wooden motorcycle, and so come Friday night, we'd light this thing on fire.
Like motorcycle
The
burning
Viking
man.
funeral. The Viking funeral.
Burning
Right,
man.
Yeah.
and we would burn this trailer and wooden motorcycle. It was cool as shit. And then, but I made a mistake one year, and I got 600 wooden folding chairs underneath this huge tent so people could sit down, or 200 wooden folding chairs.
Oh my God.
You know, wooden chairs, bonfire. Wooden chairs, they burned every freaking chair. and these were like broken pieces of crap chairs that like they're 30 years old. Suddenly they were heirloom items. I paid top dollar for every chair.
Oh my God, dude.
They were the most expensive chairs ever.
Oh, that's great. Well, listen, on behalf of everyone in the motorcycle community, especially in the thing that you kind of coined as the kicker culture, I want to thank you, man, for 2 decades of the best event, and of really, like, between you, and I even got to extend this to Hammer and the guys at Horse Magazine, at a time where big expense of everything was the most popular thing. You guys provided a pocket of resistance for blue-collar people that just wanted to go out and raise hell on motorcycles. You did that for 2 decades straight.
Incredible.
Whatever you do from here on in, man, like our prayers go with you, and we're gonna love you forever for everything that you did. So
Godspeed, man. Yeah, it was legendary, right? I mean, like, you couldn't say anything to anybody into bikes, smoke out, that somebody didn't just like get that smile on their face, like either that they remember their best smoke out or they just never got to go, and it was always that disappointed look. Like, one day I'll make it. Like, you always hear people say, one day I'll make it to Sturgis. Smoke out. One day I'll make it to.
This is the year. If you're gonna ever make it, this is the year.
This is the one.
Yeah, this is the one.
right on, man. Well, listen, Edge, thank you so much, and you guys can keep up with him and see the last minute details leading up to the 20th anniversary smokeout. Go and support this thing and see this man out on a high note, because he's given his all, his ass and his last breath of patience over us jackoffs that show up there every year.
Edge's final nervous breakdown.
So go support him. Thanks for stopping by with us, man. This is Chris and Jack. We're still live here at Suck Bang Blow, Myrtle Beach Bike Week 2019 in the Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorney Studio. We're going to take a real quick break and do some business for the show, so stick around. We'll be right back with you right after 2 minutes.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering what's up in Sturgis, officially, that is what's up right there. Our friends at the Iron Horse, obviously you can see us there throughout the week. We'll be doing our Grease and Gears Garage, plus our, many institutions in Sturgis, the ride, the bike shows and everything, but check them out online and all their social media at Iron Horse.
That's Jasmine's new drummer just went zipping by. That 6'7" dude. That's PK.
Where's Jasmine?
I don't know. I think she was pretty tuned up. They just kept handing her shot after shot after shot after shot.
Can we go back to Sturgis for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I missed it. I just got back. Did you tell them about the new digs at Steel Pony Campground?
I didn't yet.
Holy crap. So Steel Pony Campground, it's the new joint in conjunction with the Iron Horse. They put in multiple in-ground swimming pools this year.
Because one giant swimming pool just isn't enough.
I know. So multiple in-ground swimming pools, big, huge party deck going on, and you don't have to run the gauntlet to get there.
Right. You can stay completely out of the drama.
Like, I know that that's where we park our mobile command center, and I personally can't wait. I may be sick a few days of Greasing Gears Garage.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
Well, when she's busy running the smoke out for the next 20 years.
What?
Oh, by the way, you might have missed that, Heather. You got a new job.
So I want to let everybody know how much we appreciate you being on here with us, and let you also know, if this is your first time tuning in to Shop Talk, what we normally do here every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is we get on, we do about 20 minutes worth of news. We bring up everything from all ends of the motorcycle industry. Then we'll have 2 or 3 guests on, and we get into conversation. We encourage you to be part of that. That's why we put the social media stuff up. This goes out through no less than 7 different social media feeds, plus through all of our partners at Buffalo Chip and Hot Leathers, and on and on and on that list goes. It's brought to you all by Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorneys Studios. That's where Shop Talk's produced by. And throughout this year, we're going to start doing several of these live performances. So it kind of interrupts the regular programming. We hope you dig what we're doing. Let us know in the feed, and we'll modify it according to your taste. Because, like we say all the time, man, this is your time we're taking up, so we might as well make it something that's worth a damn.
And if you don't like it, let us know, because it's a giant pain in the ass for Chris and Heather to build this entire thing.
Right?
Oh, dear Lord. Look at the vein in my head.
Oh, my
today.
God. Luckily, it's 187% humidity, so that shouldn't affect anything.
But you know, the best thing, man, is like, it's so gratifying to get through it all and do it for people like this. 'Cause, I'm not giving any hand jobs here. Like, these are good people.
Well, we can't see your arms.
But we're not getting paid. We're not getting paid for doing anything with Shop Talk here. It's worth doing it for guys like this. These guys love this culture. They love doing this shit. Like Bill was talking about. Most of the time, like, he goes to Smoke Out every year. Most of the time when Jay Allen was running the Broken Spoke here in town, even though he had a bar running here, he was hanging out with Jay up at his bar. You know, he loves
it. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's funny, too, like, even to this day, you say those 2 words, Jay Allen, and you're, like, sort of genuflect, and you kind of, like, bless yourself as you say it. Like,
Hey, man, I told Jay before, if it weren't for him, not only would I not be here, but I never would have met Chris. I wouldn't have married him. I wouldn't have been part of Cycle Source, and I wouldn't be part of this amazing motorcycle family I am. So I owe Jay Allen an incredible amount.
It's unbelievable.
For where he, led me in my life. And I don't think he really understands what he did for me by giving me that one opportunity in Laconia a dozen years ago.
Dude,
He's a humble dude,
look how cool Brian Nichols is. Cycle Source Rules last year in Laconia was the ultimate for me of all the rallies I've been to. Getting to hang out with Chris Callan and Heather, all the Cycle Source Flatbroke Chops and Rods crew. And I guess Patrick Jansen. Since he got my bike at Cycle Source, right on. Dude, listen.
And I guess, Pat.
Like I said about Bill, this is the same thing with us. We love being here and we love doing this stuff. It's equal. It goes back to you too.
We should have made a bet. How long would it take before somebody walked by and screamed Slayer?
Right.
41 minutes.
41 minutes in. Couple things I want to remind you guys about. Obviously, tomorrow we start sign-ups at 11 a.m. for the bike show here at the Suck Bang Blow. 30 different classes, tons of prizes, everything from baggers to choppers to bobbers to European, Asian. You know how we do. We're going to be here all day, so come and hang out with us in short order.
Yeah, man, if we get 10% of the sick motorcycles that are on this property, it's going to be the most unbelievable show ever.
So I'm gonna say let's shoot for 10 o'clock registration time, because I want that many motorcycles. I want everybody to be here early. They gave us a big old lot to fill up, and I want to fill it. I want to blow their minds, so they want Cycle Source back. So if you are within riding distance and have a cool custom, bring it on down. It doesn't matter what it is. Bring it on down, as long as it's custom.
Rusty, dusty, crusty, musty, and covered in oil. That's what we like.
Custom, vintage, antique.
Yeah. And you know what, too? I've heard a lot of people say this place is so huge, they don't like to be that far away from their bikes. But where this show is going to be, not only is there guards everywhere to protect it, but the crowd is so perfect. It's got its own bar, 2 bars, its own stage with a massive PA, its own tent. I mean, it's just, it's going to be incredible. I mean, can you imagine the photo opportunities that are going to lend to having 1,000 motorcycles just packed in behind it? It's just, this is going to epic place. I'll tell you what, everybody's heard me say it, and I just want to know that I'm telling the truth. I'm honored and humbled to be part of this now. The first words I said to me, Chris, walking on this property was, welcome to the family.
Yes, sir. And then how are your balls?
And my ass crack.
So listen, next weekend, we're coming out to Colorado. Everybody that's in the Fort Collins area, we're going to be coming out for the Realities Ride. We're going to be doing old-time bike games at the Realities Ride. We're also going to be holding a bike show, but we will be doing on Thursday night, location to be announced, we'll be doing another live episode of Shop Talk from the Fort Collins area. Also coming up in short order, I can't even believe it's happening this fast, but we are going to be back in Laconia, man. We got the old-time bike games there, the custom bike show. We have some dirt drag stuff we're going to be announcing probably within the next week, the information about the dirt drag. So busy, busy, busy time coming up for Cycle Source. And then right around the corner from that, we're going to be in Sturgis for everything at the Iron Horse, the Michael Lichter, What's the Skinny exhibit, and leads us straight into Tennessee Motorcycle and Music Revival.
Unbelievable. And I just want to say one more thing about Colorado. I, myself, Ken Conti, say everybody that wants to come stay at my house, just bring your campers, bring your dates, bring your dogs, bring your parrot. You know, if you want to come stay at my house, Ken Conti's house, just come in and say, come on up. Damn it.
Now you're jack shit.
Damn it.
Stay away.
Everybody stay at Ken's house.
I'm going to throw your curveball real quick. I know you don't have graphics for this, but we just had a new addition. We had 2 new additions to our schedule for this summer. So I apologize for not having a graphic for it, but we are going to be, the weekend of June 23rd, we are going to be at Motoblot this year. We're going to be doing a Cycle Source bike show in conjunction with the event. We just made
Look
that
at that.
agreement.
He got
the other
graphics
day.
in a split second.
Don't you
How
challenge me.
dare you,
Don't
woman.
I'm running
How
shit up in here.
dare you, woman.
I'm running shit up in here.
How dare
All right,
you, woman.
settle down, Nancy. You don't have a graphic for the bike show.
Well,
But anyway.
there were bikes.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. So we are going to be at Motoblot. We will get that out within the next week or so. Bear with us because we are on the road again. Also, we added the weekend of July 27th. We're going to be with Jack Shit at Mountain Fest.
Don't worry, there's penicillin to go around afterwards.
So those are 2 things that are not
Wait a minute.
posted on our schedule.
Did you just say what I just thought you just said? It went right over my head.
That's
It's
right.
back. Oh, my
That's
God.
right, baby. We're going to be at Mountain Fest.
You know what? You just made me so damn happy. I can't even begin to tell you. It literally went. I said, what? Oh, that makes me so happy, man. You know what? Like the one last true anchor to the heart and roots of that motorcycle community, it was Cycle Source being such a huge part of it. Man, I'm thrilled that you guys are back. And what a lineup of music. My
Right?
God.
It really is. They're throwing everything at it.
I think I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Peter Frampton.
Me too.
Listen,
Me too.
The biggest thing about that, man, and the reason we're coming back this year, I want to let you guys know, they have assured us, the original organizers have assured us that they're gonna make a renewed effort for the motorcycle side of Mountain Fest. You know, Mountain Fest had such a great history with everything Tom McKee did with the old bikes and everything that we brought in with the show. They're launching a renewed effort to bring more motorcycle activities and features into that. So, of course, we signed on for that. You know,
That's
a lot of
just
people
amazing.
A lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to tell you right now, at a time when Cycle Source, when I first got to the national newsstand, I started losing about $10,000 a month, and I borrowed money from everyone I knew. The guys from Mountain Fest, without even knowing me that well, they knew me as the magazine guy. They helped me save the magazine 1 month, so I'll do anything that I can for it.
Wow, yeah, I'll tell you what, you just can't help it. It's West by God, Virginia, man. The greatest part about it are the people that are there. Everything else is a bonus. Everything else is a bonus.
Heather, look who is on with us right now. One of your favorite people in the world, Mr. Willie T. Jones.
Oh, Willie, I love you, Willie.
Which this brings me to some sad news, and I'm not going to say anything else about this other than the fact that those of you out in the world that know JJ, I had the very unfortunate phone call the other day that JJ passed away. His friends and family have all of our hearts and prayers. Also, Tank from Tough Cycles. Breaks my heart to announce that Tank passed away. I don't even know what to say about that, because these are some of the original guys that made me want to do any of this stuff, and it makes me feel old as hell. On top of the fact that I'm sad beyond anything I can tell you here.
But you know, in their hearts and souls, they gotta feel confident, even as shit comes on, that they left this in good hands, that they raised up some good people to carry the torch. So, you know what I mean? It's got to go on. It's the circle of life, but it's still heartbreaking.
Absolutely. What do you got from social media, Blondie? We're getting ready to pull this thing into the station.
Ooh, let's see. Eric Christensen from Spectre Oils and those. He sent us some cool prizes for the bike show tomorrow. So if you enter a bike, you may go home with some Spectro stuff. We've got Voodoo Trucker in the house. Troy Wozniak is here. And let's see. Willie Jones, he said, you guys rock. My mom, Miss Judy, is here. Miss Judy, as you can see, we made it safe, sound, and in one piece. I'm not sure about our sanity, but we are here and doing
And Heather didn't curse.
I never curse on the show.
I heard you say crap.
That's kind of not a curse.
Jack crap.
Yep.
Well, and just to remind you guys, next week we will be coming back with another live show from Fort Collins, but after that we'll return back to our regular programming for a while. Every Thursday, 9 p.m., Shop Talk from the Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorney Studio. And
can I tell them who's going to be with us next week?
Please, go ahead.
We have Roy and Nikki Martin from Roy's Toys going to be with us next week, and Charlie
here.
and Kayla.
Wait, we have a special sit-in.
We have a special sit-on.
Where's she sitting? Where's she sitting?
We're making room. We're squeezing in. Wait, here.
No, there you go.
Kelly, take my headphones. Take this. Hop up. Take my headset. Hop up.
Oh my God, special guest. Can you even believe it?
Get up, woman.
Jasmine Kane live right now on Shop Talk at Myrtle Beach, Suck Bang Blow. Look what's up. You guys, what's up, baby? You guys better throw some love to this girl, because she's working her ass off and still comes here because she knew you wanted to see her. Throw some love up on social media. What's going on?
You look beautiful, Jasmine. Let it
I'm
go.
dying. Holy shit, what a crazy shit show this is.
How about this week at Myrtle Beach?
It's wild. It's fucking crazy. I was looking for you. I've been texting you for a while.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know where you were.
We got this thing going, and we actually had Heather going out through the crowd with a mobile, and it was nuts.
So, yeah, Chris Snow is listening right now. And Chris Snow is like, we need some Jasmine Kane. So I'm looking for you guys. I've been walking around looking for you for a while.
He said 3 or 4 times, Chris, no. There's all our social
Wait,
media
is he
up
here?
on the screen. Yeah. He's
Where
there.
is he?
Let me
He's
see.
building me a kick-ass deck right now. That guy is in my house, and he is completely transformed my house. It's amazing.
Chris, no, you
What
were,
is
you
going
were asking for
on,
Jasmine.
dude?
There she is. So let me see you on social media. So you come right off the stage, roll the equipment away, and
I'm sweating my ass off. Yeah, I'm ready to. I'm in full on rock and roll mode. It's disastrous. I'm sorry.
Dude, and people talk about how Heather and I work. Like, I seriously don't know how you do this night after night. I mean, never mind the energy and the enthusiasm that you have for it, but even to have a voice left, to have legs to hold you up, like, nobody goes at this shit the way that you do.
Yeah, this is hardcore, man. I got you. We're doing this hardcore every single day. We came here only planned for 3 shows, but there was a cancellation in another band, and we ended up picking up the slack. So here we are doing like extra shows. I mean, it's kicking our ass, but the thing is like these people are coming here to party, and this is like a week of just hardcore partying. So we're just gonna do it. We're gonna go as hard as we can.
So what other news can you tell me? I'm throwing up your website right now.
Dude, we just released our record 5 days ago.
Right?
7. It's released, baby.
What's up? How to download your purchase?
You can get it.
Right there.
Oh my God, it's so good. So we just did a huge release party at Daytona Hard Rock. And they threw this big ass party for us. And it was like 350 people or something like that. It was awesome.
That's badass.
I'm watching you, watching me, and it's weird. Hey.
You gotta look there. See?
I'll look here.
There you
I'm
go.
looking at jack shit. He's looking at me.
Oh, this camera.
Ah, there's Brother Speed.
How about
Holy
Brother
shit.
Speed?
Everybody's here. Everybody's here. This is the biggest party of the fucking universe.
This is the place to be. That's
Oh
what
my
we
God.
said. Like,
Hi, Brother Speed.
nobody brings it out like Suck Bang Blow, dude.
I love Brother Speed. He's
Right on.
legendary. He's legendary.
Brian Nichols is on social media, says, "See you in Laconia, girl."
You're damn right you will.
Brian Heffernan says,
I'm gonna
"Love the
kick ass.
Jasmine."
Hi. I'm gonna kick ass in Laconia.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Oh yes.
We got some good shit. Laconia is going to be off the hook this year.
Dude, I got like a bunch of shows in Laconia this year.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to get to Laconia, but I don't know why. Like, it's the oldest rally in this country.
Yep.
I need to be there. It's gonna be rocking. I stay at these little condos, like right there in the Weirs Beach. There's like a little roundabout right there, and I stay at these condos like right there in the middle of it. So like I'm out there partying every single night. It's cool. If you guys are riding your bikes by Laconia in the roundabout, just wave because I'll be out there drinking moonshine with Pat Ford, probably with Pat Ford.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
So, listen, let's.
I feel weird sitting with my back to you, just to be at the camera.
Let's.
But you're over here.
Yeah, I'm here.
But I'm over here.
That's what's up. So let's cut to the chase. I want to know. Like you are in the bowels of the rock and roll lifestyle. You are living as a working musician in the motorcycle community as well. I want to know your craziest fucking story. I want to know your craziest road story.
Really?
Man. Yes,
Really?
right now, right here.
Okay.
I mean, everyone knows you're total wild child. Jump off the stage, screaming your head off, playing the sickest music, hammering out that bass.
What makes the rock and roll lifestyle are the girls. Because when the girls are having fun, everybody's having fun. Everybody knows that. The girls are fucking kicking it. Everybody's kicking it. Oh, I just got a drink delivered. Hello, what's up? So, the girls make these shows for us.
Right.
They really do. The bartenders are like killing it out there, which if you were there for the show today, you didn't see, but Sarah, the bartender that works the front, like, I know you're looking over there. I'm looking at you. I don't know what to look at. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, she's out front. She's killing it. We sang some Janis Joplin together today.
No.
Yeah, we did, and it was so good. But okay, craziest rock and roll road story. I was at NAMM in Anaheim, and all right, so we were there for the music. It's like a music convention. Have you been to NAMM before?
No.
National Association of Musical Merchants.
I'm a total loser.
That's NAMM. So everybody's there, like all of your sponsors and stuff. Like for us, I'm sponsored by GHS, Trainer, Warwick Bases. Like there's all these like great companies that like represent us. And in fact, I blew up both of my amps this week, both of them. And Trainer sent me an amp overnight that just got delivered like this second. Oh yeah, just got delivered this second. So yeah, that's how badass our companies are. They're making it happen for us. So we're at NAMM, and it's killer. Like everything's like amazing. But it gets a little wild because people are looking like for attention in NAMM. So we're up on stage, and we're jamming, and these girls come up and they decide that, they need a little extra attention. So there's like some super nakedness. And they're hot. Like LA girls are hot. Have you ever seen LA girls? They're fucking hot. God damn it. LA girls are hot. Just saying. And you get up on stage with us and rock the fucking shit out of that stage. And that's magic. When the girls are having fun, everybody's having fun. And we're having fun tonight. I'm sorry if I look like total like dog shit because I just got done sweating for like
man.
2 hours.
You got to go. You came off stage and did this. You know how badass that is?
No, I don't.
It is so
to
badass.
me, it looks like complete dog shit.
No.
Not like badass. I don't know. I'm just trying to do it. Hey, when are we doing our like collaboration?
You know, Xavier brought that up to me that maybe you would have a minute for us in Laconia that he and I could maybe come and do something.
You want to do it?
If you're down for it, man.
I'm down.
Listen,
if you are down,
I would be so down for that. Because I've only got to play with.
You want to do some
Xavier.
Clutch? What's up?
Dude, you know me and Clutch, don't you?
I know you. I know you.
Huh? What's up? What's up? So you just got to get a little skinny butt into it, right? Little narrow ass. I'm talking to you.
No, I pay attention. I still got your T-shirt from back in the day, man.
Man, I miss music so much. I miss
music
it
is
so
what
much.
makes this shit happen.
I know,
you know?
dude. I
like,
know.
From the beginning of time, Janis Joplin. Come on, who didn't follow Janis Joplin around the country?
Yep.
I mean, we're doing this. This is what we're out here doing.
Yeah, I miss
Like
it.
the bikes are awesome. Everybody rides from everywhere. It's awesome. That's super cool. We've got the characters that are here always. Like Brother Speed is here. Jack Shit's here. You're here. Heather's here. Everybody's here. It's so cool. Brother Speed's sitting right over here. He's so cool.
Yeah, buddy.
But the thing that is, it's like you gotta have great bands. You gotta have great music.
You got to have entertainers because I've seen a lot of great musicians come to motorcycle shit and fall on their faces because they want to stand up there and be professional. And I mean,
oh, you're absolutely right.
That's great, man. Be a professional, but this ain't the place for that. You got to show people a good time.
Oh no, you gotta like do this hard.
Yep.
You gotta go hard, man. And everybody that comes here, they're looking for the next greatest thing. And I want to give that to them. I want to give them the greatest thing I can do.
Right
I'm coming out here with guns blazing. I'm going to do it the best I can do. Hey, Chris Noah is watching. Is he saying anything?
Let's see.
What's Chris have to say?
Chris Noah, are you up
He's
there?
here. That guy is rebuilding my house from the ground up. That guy is like put on mad.
I don't see Chris. He's going to hate himself tomorrow when he watches this playback if he's not on.
My God.
Right?
Chris, you just missed out on the greatest opportunity of your life. Oh, my God.
Okay, listen, give everybody watching a toast.
Oh, well, my darlings, if the world was an ocean and I was a duck, I'd swim to the bottom and never come up. The world is not an ocean and I'm not a duck. So I will drink this whiskey and Coke and shut the fuck up. Peace.
All right, man. Where are people going to see you this year? Give them a list real quick. Give them a rundown.
Go to JasmineCain.com. I got a brand new album out, 7. I released it 5 days ago. This thing is so new, still steaming. This thing is worth it. You can actually stream it on Spotify, Amazon, Rhapsody, all that stuff. But just go check it out. Download the album. You're not going to be disappointed. Put that on your bike. You're fucking riding. You're having a great time.
Get down.
Yeah, do it. But yeah, it's probably gonna be our last full-length album, dude.
Really?
Last full-length album.
Why?
Because they're expensive. No, it's expensive. So get the album while you can. This is my 7th album. It is the pinnacle. From the pinnacle to the pit, as Ghost says.
Okay, so
I am going to do this, and you're going to still hear some singles and some random tracks from me. Go to Patreon. If you want to see like crazy weird shit, go to patreon.com. Jasmine Cain. I upload all the weird shit there. If you want to see weird shit, go to Patreon. I'm all about the weird shit.
So listen, you're gonna close the show out with us tonight.
I am.
So look at the camera. And here we go. I want to thank everybody for coming in, watching Shop Talk every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorney Studio. Thanks for letting us into your headspace for a little while. Share this, send it along to your friends so they know we're doing this stuff, man, bringing you the motorcycle news. And until next week, I'm Chris.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Heather.
That's Heather.
And we're out.